So the next is alveolar. Alveolar. Alveolar sounds are sounds produced with the alveolar ridge, the rough part behind our upper front teeth here it's called alveolar ridge. So when the blade of the tongue touches that place, okay, to produce a sound, that sound is called alveolar ridge. So that sound is called alveolar. Okay. So and the sounds are t, t, d, d, s, s, z, z, mm, mm, l, l. The next one is palatal. 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 The hard palate, I said the roof of the mouth is called hard palate. Okay. And the sound produced when the front of the tongue touches the roof of the mouth, okay, is called palatal. Mind you, this is the front of the tongue. Okay, opposite the roof of the mouth is the front of the tongue. Okay, so and the sounds are sh, 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 j, 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 ear, 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 ear. And take note, this sound is not J. It is quite different from letter J of the English alphabet, because many people think that it is J or pronounced as J. No. In fact, a word with letter J will give you the sound J. J. That I talked about. Okay. The next one is aviopalatal. Aviopalatal. If you look at this word, it's a combination of alveolar and palatal. So this avio, okay, is from alveolar. I told you that alveolar ridge is the rough part behind our, upper front teeth. Okay, and the sound produced, okay, by the midpoint between alveolar ridge and hard palate and the front of the tongue, okay, is called aviopalatal. That is the midpoint between alveolar ridge, that's the back of the alveolar ridge and hard palate, okay, is aviopalatal. And they are ch, 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 and j, j, j. So I said before that the word with letter J will give you this sound J. Do you understand? The next one is villa. Villa. A villa sound is produced with velum and the back of the tongue. Okay, the back of the tongue is immediately after the front of the tongue. Okay, and this soft palate or velum. Okay, that's the soft part here at the back of the hard palate. If you touch, you can feel it with your index and finger. It's very soft. Okay, that part with the back of the tongue, okay, the sound produced with the two articulators are called velar sound, and they are k, k, g, 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 ng, ng, ng. Do you understand? The next one is glottal. Glottal. Glottal has to do with glottis. That is, the glottis is the passage between the vocal cords. The vocal cords are here. Okay, there's a box. It's called, voice box. So inside the vocal cords, we have what's called inside the voice box, we have what's called vocal cords. Okay, so the passage between the vocal cords is called glottis, and this sound is produced in the glottis. That's what's called glottal, and it is so many people find this sound difficult to produce, but with constant practice, you can overcome that challenge. In fact, interestingly enough, some will pronounce it when they are not supposed to do so. And when they are supposed to pronounce it, they will not pronounce it. That's the irony of it. The third concept is state of the glottis. Like I said, glottis is a passage between the vocal cords. So what is the condition of the state, the condition of the vocal cords during, sound production? Okay, when airstream passes from, comes from the lungs and passes through the vocal cords. Okay, two things, happen. It can cause the vocal cords to vibrate or not. Okay, so when the vocal cords vibrate, the sound produced is called voiced sounds. Okay, the sound produced is called a voiced sound. That is when the vocal cords vibrate. But when the vocal cords do not vibrate during a sound production, okay, the sound produced is called voiceless. Voiceless. So, in essence, consonant can be voiced or voiceless. Take note of this because we are still, coming to talk about it because it's very important in word production. Do you understand? So now the voice sounds, okay, are 15, while voiceless are 9. Let me just, I'm still going to talk about voice and voiceless sounds.